the rain happens down in San Diego. So it was pouring down rain. For the trails of San Diego Safari Park, they're all made of dirt, therefore we couldn't take the strollers through the dirt, and we spent our entire time under a dome. Conveniently, we were the only people in this dome, and this is the same place that the animals that normally do their demonstrations outside were being demonstrated, giving us a front row seat to see not only the animals, but the scientists as well. One of the scientists there does work for San Diego Zoo Global, and particularly works with the endangered species and the breeding of them. The minute my daughter heard this scientist's story, she fell in love with this job, and since then has made it her life goal to become a scientist for San Diego Zoo Global. San Diego Zoo Global is a conservation organization that is striving towards the recreation of endangered species. The impact of this organization is growing daily. According to the Business Wire on December 16th of 2008, since 1916, San Diego zoos have led the way by reframing zoos as conservation organizations. Through such pioneering practices as exhibits without bars, the captive breeding of endangered species, as well as the recreation of vast habitats at the Wild Animal Park. So today we're going to discuss the history of San Diego Zoo Global, as well as an example of how the San Diego Zoo Global works, and we're going to end today with the impact on San Diego Zoo Global and the wildlife. There are three main operating facilities through San Diego Zoo Global. There's the San Diego Zoo, the San Diego Zoo Safari Park, as well as the San Diego Zoo Institute for Conservation and Research. Now, most of these facilities do operate together, but they were not made at the same time. The San Diego Zoo was created on October 16th of 1916, and then on January 10th of 1972, the San Diego Zoo Safari Park was produced. 3 short years later, in 1975, the San Diego Zoo Institute for Conservation Research was founded. On July 4th of 2012, the Los Angeles Times covered the welcoming of 2 endangered female Chinese alligators. Now, these alligators are part of the Species Survival Program, which is basically where they mix and match male and female alligators throughout 28 different zoos and reptile parks across the country. These 2 particular alligators are residing now in the San Diego Zoo's Reptile Park, which is an open air exhibit while they wait on 2 male Chinese alligators to breed with. Now that we've gone over a little of the history of San Diego Zoo Global, we're going to discuss one of the ways San Diego Zoo Global works. Now, according to the webpage of San Diego Zoo Global, which was updated on 2014, San Diego Zoo Global is committed to generating, sharing, and applying scientific knowledge vital to the conservation of animals and plants worldwide. There are many things that San Diego Zoo Global does do, but the most important of this is the breeding of endangered species. On February 25th of 1996, the Los Angeles Times did an article on NOLA. NOLA is an endangered white rhino at the San Diego Zoo Safari Park. Now, NOLA has a bit of an aggression problem towards males, therefore it made it very difficult for her to breed, which is very important for these endangered animals. So what the scientists at San Diego Zoo Global did was they analyzed some of the droppings of NOLA and discovered that all of her hormone levels were normal. And they went ahead and they sawed off the top horn on NOLA. By sawing off this top horn, it made her less aggressive towards males, making it easier for her to breed with. Now, she is an exotic animal, which means it is almost impossible to draw blood from her, so the analyzing of the droppings they did on NOLA was actually the fecal and urine specimens that she left behind. Currently, the scientists at San Diego Zoo Global are studying the diet of these rhinoceroses to see if there's possibly a link between their infertility and their diet. What they have found is that the rhinos that do have phytoestrogens in their diet do have abnormalities with their infertility problems, mainly in those that are captive born. According to Telegram and Gazette, On September 28th of 1998, phytoestrogens are produced by plants, and they do have a tendency to slow down the estrogen production in anyone that eats them. So now that we've gone over one of the many ways that San Diego Zoo Global works, we're going to discuss the impact that they have on this Society of Wildlife. According to SDZ's conservation webpage updated in 2014, their vision is to become a world leader at connecting people and wildlife together. On August 6th of 2009, I'm sure all of you guys remember this story, but CNN covered the 5th panda to be born at the San Diego Zoo Safari Park. And of these 15, according to CBC News on March 25th of 2013, there are only 1,600 of these giant pandas left in the wildlife. And on these 1,600, 68 of these are in breeding facilities as well. So for 5 of the 68 of these giant pandas to be bred at San Diego Zoo is a substantial number of the panda conservation program to be worked. So today we've gone over the history of San Diego Zoo Global, as well as one of the many ways that San Diego Zoo Global works. And then we ended with an example of the impact of San Diego Zoo Global on the environment. So far, San Diego Zoo Global has reintroduced 33 species of endangered animals back into the wild, one of which is the mountain yellow lake frog, which is pictured above. With the advances in technology and fresh scientists like hopefully my daughter soon, this number is sure to double.